what was the most powerful thing you got out of today's Breakthrough Academy?
To not blame anybody, to take accountability for myself, and to move forward from it.
What I learned from Tiger today is that our natural state as human beings, we're always on motion. We just got to figure out what's the obstacles that's holding us back and remove those obstacles to keep pushing forward.
The most powerful thing is you must change your character every time you need to go to an interview.
What really touched me was the fact that he said add value first. So I took that away from the class. So I know that when I get to an interview, I'm going to tell what my value is before I ask for the job, but I can say what I bring to the job and what I can provide for them.
The most powerful thing I got is, you have to add value first. And that's what I learned. Instead, if you're homeless, usually it's begging, but it's good to add value first.
It was a mixture, an array of things. Collectively, I do feel like sometimes less is more, and sometimes waiting for the answer instead of rushing the process seems to be the key to going with the flow and re-migrating into the wave of life, so to speak.
So I learned about take the blame. Like, I always blamed for what was wrong with my life from my parents and the way they treated me, but it was just the way I acted and all that. So I just should have just taken the blame for that myself.
I have to own my blame and not bring that to the interview.
It was impactful, but he really puts a lot of that stuff together where Bill says that if you don't know where you're going, that's where you're going to end up. That's a great thing. He illustrates that and really shows how and why.
I learned a lot, and it's really going to be helpful for me in the future.
I just think that this class is such a blessing to the people down here. I hope they grasp it and take it and run with it, because it can change their lives.
We can become whatever we want to become if we're willing to learn from those who have that information to give us. This class probably more impactful than any class I've ever participated in. It's not a joke. It's real, it's authentic, and so if you see a flyer with this class being advocated, go to it, because it's a life-changing event.
If something comes up or you run into somebody else who's struggling, what are you going to recommend for them?
I'm going to recommend them to come to the class and learn and listen and actually pay attention, and you will get something out of it.
If I ran into somebody that is struggling, I would tell them to definitely come to Hero School. Todd is very positive, uplifting, and they can learn how to get out of their situation with his knowledge.
And keep your faith and don't stop, and don't believe in things that other people tell you to come do. Just keep your faith and read some word and come to the classes that they have, and enjoy, the people that's up here, and come and socialize with everybody else that's struggling. As homeless like you are, and we are, I am.
And if you run into somebody else who's struggling, would you recommend Hero School and the Breakthrough Academies?
Yes, I would.
Absolutely. I'll be attending as many as I can.
Oh yes, most definitely.
If you need help going through stuff right now, come to the Breakthrough Academy. Literally, they have it here at the care complex every now and then. So if you actually need help getting stuff and learning how to do stuff, come here. That's the best part. That's the best option you have.
And what was the most powerful thing you learned in today's class?